Hi, and welcome to the Kilimanjaro Trek Diary Day 7. This is crunch time, folks. This is Barafu Camp. This is our last camp stop and no more proper overnight sleeping until we get to the peak of the mountain. So the plan was we got here about 4 hours from this morning from the previous camp, which wasn't too long. So we managed to get lunch sorted, get everything in our tents, basically just settle down here for a bit. We were then asked to get our heads down for about 5 hours. So the plan is tonight we're going to get up at about 9. Well, dinner is 9:30. We'll be getting up for that. I'm obviously up a bit earlier because I needed to get this done, and also it's a glorious sunset. Oh, unfortunately, the camera phone can't really do it justice. So what can I say? So it's going to be a hard slog now at this point. Everything leading up to this point has been pretty much preparation and altitude training for what we're doing tonight. It's not going to be easy. The guys gave us a debrief earlier after lunch. Both Stuart, our expedition leader, and the guys in charge of the Ashanti tours, all of the porters who are helping us with all the equipment. They explained in detail what we're doing. They're going to be with us every step of the way. Every time we need to go to the toilet, or we feel cold, or we get a headache, we just have to tell people. It's very important now. Communication is going to be key as we go up the peak, which is right behind me. Looking a bit closer now, isn't it? Also right behind me, I'm not sure if you can see, is the actual Barafu base station. There's a radio tower and the hut for registration, for signing. It's absolutely glorious. We're at what can only be described as just like a second cloud layer. We're so high up. Down below is our tent. That's where we're camped. It's just breathtaking. It's just so vast. And I can't put it into words really. So we leave at 10:30. Very, very slowly. First part of the trek is actually behind the station. You can see that nice steep slope, and they call that the wall, Barafu Wall. So that's a nice introduction to a bit of exercise. Now we're currently at around about 4,700 meters above sea level. This is fairly high. I think the odd person as to they had a headache, but nothing major. We have had one dropout, unfortunately. The guy I was actually sharing my tent with, nothing to do with me. It was purely because he wasn't getting any better. He had no appetite. He was finding it difficult to drink. He was sleeping basically all the time we were back at the camp. He wasn't taking Diamox either, and the doctor here made the decision to take him back down. So earlier today, before we set off to Barafu camp, he was led basically across the mountain and then down a path. So he's basically out of harm's way. Considering the state of him, I don't think that would have been a good decision to carry on. So that was unfortunate. So we're now 18 strong, and it's only 4.3 kilometers to Stella Point. It doesn't sound much, does it? But that's going from, well, let's have a look. That's going from 4,700 meters to, I don't know, roughly 5,900 meters. It's a big, big jump, and it's going to take about 6 hours to get up there. Once we're at Stella Point, it's only only 0.7 kilometers to Huru Peak, which is meant to be the easy part. It levels out. It's a nice, easy walk. So basically, if you can get to Stella Point, you're fairly certain to get to the peak, depending on how much of a state you're in. from the climb, from getting AMS, just general fatigue as well. We've been asked to basically keep drinking, keep eating. But that's it. It's a lovely, lovely clear day right now. I'm hoping that persists until the morning when we get to the top and take some lovely photos. Who can say? Apparently it was meant to be forecast to be snowing, but we'll see. I'll try and see if I can do a quick video diary once we're at the top. Fantastic. Right. Here's hoping.